All right, guys. Thanks for tuning into Billiard Breakdown tonight. We got a pretty nice match tonight. It's Jake Jackson challenging up to number 13 Viet Nguyen. Viet is our number 13 player in the top 15 players list for Rochester, New York. Jake Jackson, newly on the top 15 list, right at number 15 after beating Bob Hendrix. Viet Nguyen got the number 13 position from placing third in a top 15 tournament. The players are going to lag for break shortly, and this is going to be a race to 9 and 9-ball pool. Good luck to both players. The speed's looking good on Jake's lag. Wow, couldn't get it much better than that. And Jake Jackson is going to start us off with the rack as well as the break. Here we go. Jake to break, and I'm going to go see if I can get these two players out of his way. Nice safety by Jake right off the bat. Cue ball's right behind the 8. Viet with a tough kick at the 1. He's probably going to try to go into the long rail first and then back into the 1. But he hits it directly on. Nice shot. Leaves Jake with a cut on the 1 into the left corner pocket. Good pace on the cue ball. Should be able to draw this cue ball past the side pocket a little bit. No problem. He may be forced to make position onto the 5 ball on the short side and shoot the 5 ball down. He overhits the cue ball just in case he was going to run into the 6, 7, or 9. Jake misses the bank on the 5, but gets a really fortunate roll. The 7's right in the way for Viet. Viet looking to go rail first to kick this 5 ball into the left pocket. He doesn't get it. And Viet also going to get a fortunate roll. Viet with a pretty good opportunity here. The cue ball's likely to run into the 8, so he's got to be mindful about how the cue ball is going to react to that. Even if he leaves himself a slightly longer shot, should still be okay. 6 is nice and open. Unless the 8 rolls right in its way, which it does. Quite the roll. Jake's going to have a shot into the side pocket here. Which he makes nicely. Nice, confident, slow roll. It's looking like Jake is going to be able to take his first game here in a race to 9 over Viet. Nice shooting. Score is 1-0. Jake Jackson. Jake Jackson does have a couple sponsors already at such a young age. He's 16 years old. He's sponsored by Bison Billiards, Adam Japan, Level Up Junior Billiards, as well as Billiard Breakdown. He's got quite the resume so far for such a young age. Good save by Jake. Viet should be able to kick at this one ball from the left. Viet is going to leave Jake with another touchy back cut on the one ball. A little tricky to avoid the 3 and the 4 here. Let's see how he does. He leaves himself with a straight shot on 2. He doesn't have much choice other than to shoot the 3-7 combo if he does make this. See if that's what he's going to go for. Jake tried to roll that cue ball down the table and back up for a closer shot on the 3. Doesn't look like he was able to get there though. Good position by Viet on the 3. And the 7's going to sit in the corner for Viet. Jake's able to carom the 7 in no problem. The question is, where's the cue ball and the 3 going to roll? He doesn't go for it. He caroms the 9 into the right corner. What a shot by Jake Jackson. Wow, great shot. That is not easy to execute right there. definitely a low percentage shot, but he goes for it and makes it. Really nice. The score is now 2-0, Jake Jackson leading Viet Nguyen. Jake to break. The 9 is sitting in that corner pocket. We're likely to see another early 9 game this rack. He could even kick this 1 ball into the 9. Jake pushes out. He tries to pot the 9. Viet has the option to shoot the shot or give it back to Jake, but he's obviously going to shoot this. Looks like he's going for the bank into the cross corner. Instead, he plays a really nice safe behind the 7. Well done. Jake plays the smart move of potting that 9. He doesn't want Viet to have ball in hand while the 9 is sitting in the corner pocket. Smart play. Jake on 1 foul. Viet unable to make position for that 3. Doesn't stroke through it as much as he would have liked. The kick is tough. He should be able to clear the 6 no problem. But he misses the 3. Jake Jackson with ball in hand. Position on the 5 is a little tricky. He's likely to just stun this cue ball up towards the first diamond and play the 5 into the side pocket, which he does very nicely. Does he have the correct angle on the cue ball to bring it back for the 6? Yes, he does. But Jake is going to miss the 6 ball, and he gets a very lucky roll, having that 9 ball in the way of the cue ball and the 6. He definitely missed the 6 because he was jacked up a little bit. Still a very surprising miss. Hey, we got Bob Hendrix in the live chat. Bob says no score prediction. Jake wins the set. Well, that's not much of a prediction. Give me a score, Bob. What's the score here? Viet Nguyen with a chance on the 6. He's got to make sure he avoids the 7 ball on the way back up the table. Shouldn't be a problem. Not the easiest cut, though. If he pots it, position on the 7 should be fairly automatic. Bob Hendrix in the live chat predicts a 9-6 score in favor of Jake Jackson. Let's see if it comes true. And Jake is going to end up straight on with the 7. Viet likely to have another opportunity to close this rack out. Kind of seemed like Jake tried to get behind the 9. He underhit it by a good amount, but this is a long, tough shot with difficult position for Viet. Can he do it? Really, really clean shot by Viet. He hits it at a good pace as well. A little harder would have been preferred, but about as good as you could ask for. And Viet leaves a hanger for Jake Jackson. Jake unable to bring that cue ball back as far as he would like, but this should still be no problem. And Jake sinks the 9 ball really nicely. The score is now 3-0. Jake Jackson in the lead. Jake scratches into the side pocket, jumps up right before that cue ball drops. Is Viet gonna go for a 1-9 combo here? It is a pretty doable shot if you line this up correctly. He doesn't get it. The cue ball is going to roll back for Jake Jackson with a shot on the 1. Nice angle on the 1 to just draw this cue ball back up the table for the 2. Good angle on the 2 for a 3-ball side pocket setup. And he should be able to stun this cue ball for a position on the 4 as well. Really nice positional play here. Instead, he rolls the cue ball up. He doesn't stun it. He's got to avoid the 8 by stunning this cue ball and bringing it back down and up the table for the 6. Instead, he plays it the less complicated way of slowing the cue ball down with the 8 for a shot on the 6. Nicely done. Jake shooting extremely well. Nice confident stroke. He gets a nice bump on the 9, slows the cue ball down a little bit, and he's going to be able to make this into the side. Really nice shooting by Jake Jackson. The score is now 4-0. Jake is starting to pull away. Viet Nguyen needs to find a way to tighten up the game and slow Jake down. We've got Corey P. What's up, Corey? In the live chat says this looks like it will end up like 9-3, Jake. Corey, the game already started. You can't just make a prediction mid-game. Come on, man. You got to be here earlier than that. Dry break from Jake Jackson. Viet at the table. The one looks like it does clear the three. Good speed. Still a little tricky. You can't stun this because you risk going behind the 9. You might have to just slow roll this cue ball forward. Looks like Viet had a much better angle than from what I could see. Nice shot. Is Viet going to go for the bank here or try to play safe? Maybe both. Viet not able to make the bank, but leaves Jake pretty tough here. Jake not able to create distance between the cue ball and the 4. Viet sinks the 4, but doesn't get a good leave on the 5. He's clear for the right corner, but still a tough shot being so far down on the rail. Nice shot into the side pocket. I didn't consider that one. Well played. Viet's eyeing the side pocket for the bank here. He isn't able to get it. Jake Jackson left with another back cut. He's been making these though, no problem. But he misses this one. Viet's got a good chance here. If he slightly draws or stuns this cue ball back towards the center of the table, he'll have a pretty natural angle on the 7 to make position for the 8. He's just got to make the next 2 shots. Good job by Viet. A little more on the cue ball would have been perfect. Viet's got to go 2 rails for this 9. He's not able to cut the 8 in. Jake Jackson with a chance here to Use a little bit of bottom left to bring that cue ball back towards the 9. Instead, he uses a little bit of top left. He goes for the more accurate shot and would rather pot the 8 than risk not potting it, and takes the tougher, slightly tougher shot on the 9 instead. And he sinks it, no problem. The score is now 5-0. Jake Jackson further increasing his lead. Jake is shooting extremely well. Another dry break for Jake. Viet at the table with a tough look at the 1. He may be able to thin this. Or maybe he can see the whole thing to pot it into the right corner. Really nice shot by Viet, and look at the position he gets on the 2. To our live viewers, we do have an overhead camera coming soon. We'll be able to see the angles much better, so stay tuned for the next week or 2. We'll be introducing that shortly. Viet tries a creative 2-rail position onto the 3 ball into the left corner. He doesn't get it. Cue ball scratches somehow. Let's see what the plan is here for the 5 ball. No easy pocket for that. Jake definitely wanted a little more angle on the 3. But he's able to get that cue ball back no problem. Curious to see what the plan is here. Jake tries to cheat the pocket and bring that cue ball back towards the 5 for a breakout shot. He doesn't get it, but it was a good attempt. Bob Hendrix in the live chat says Ted Beach is missing the news on the overhead camera. Yeah, where's Ted Beach when you need him? I got an overhead camera coming and he's nowhere to be found. Let's see if Viet can work out some sort of save here. This is tough because of how thin the angle he has on the 5. But he finds a way. Nice shot. Jake should be able to see just the right edge of the 5 though. Jake is going to scratch again. Jake is on 2 fouls. One more and he loses the rack. Can Viet 3-foul Jake Jackson here to get on the board? He does not. Really nice kick by Jake. Not an easy kick, especially when you're on 2 fouls. Well done by Jake. And really, really nice pot by Viet, and look at the bump he gets on the 6. Good position on the 7, well done. Can he shoot this cue ball hard enough to bring the cue ball back towards the 8 though? Not bad. Viet's likely to finish this one out. But he misses the 8. The 8 wobbles back out of the corner pocket. Jake Jackson back at the table with a thin cut on the 8 into either pocket he chooses. And Jake is going to scratch into the side pocket, and he concedes the rack. Viet Nguyen on the board with his first game. The score is now 5-1. Jake Jackson still in the lead. It was a good cut on the 8. Unfortunate scratch for Jake. Viet to break. The 5 goes into the left corner. Is the 2 going to get in the way here? Viet pushing out down to the short rail. Jake with the option to shoot the shot or give it back, but he's definitely going to shoot this one. And he leaves Viet with a similar position, but Viet with the 1-9 combo. Can he sink this one? He missed a combo earlier. Good opportunity here for Viet. Well done by Viet Nguyen. He sinks the early 9. Really nice shot. Brings his score to 2. The score is now 5-2. Jake Jackson still in the lead. Viet catching up a little. Looks like another push out here. Unless he can go right in between the 5 and the 8. Looks like he can shoot at it. Really, really surprising scratch on that. Good contact by Viet. Jake with ball in hand here. Good pop by Jake, but the cue ball lands in a pretty awkward position. He doesn't have a good shot into either the side or the corner, but he's going to go for the corner here. Jake making shots tonight. Can he do this one? He's tough on the rail. Difficult to gauge the angle on this shot. Jake misses, but he doesn't leave Viet with much. Let's see if he tries to play safe behind the 6 or the 9 here. Good leave by Viet. Leaves Jake on the rail with a long shot on the 5. Difficult to bring the cue ball back for the 6 if he were to make it. Jake not going for the shot into the corner. Instead, look at this safe. Look at that. What a leave. Really nice shot by Jake. Not easy here. Viet unable to make contact. Would have been nice for Viet if the 8 ball actually stayed next to the 5. We'll see how he plans on making position for the 6 here. A little tricky of an angle. He's going to have to really slow roll this 6 if he wants to maintain an angle for the 7. Really well done. That's where you'd place the cue ball if you had ball in hand. Look at the action he gets on the cue ball. Absolutely perfect position on the 9. Really impressive speed here. Speed controlled by Jake Jackson. And he's going to be able to make it 6-2. Shooting really well. Wow. That draw shot was very precise. Jake to break.
Right next to the table 11.
Let's see what Jake decides to do with this 1 here. Looks like he was really just trying to create some distance. Maybe he was trying to leave the one ball behind the two, but he doesn't get there. Viet's going to have a shot at this one. Position on the two is difficult, though. Oh, both balls nearly making contact with the 3 into the side pocket. He's not able to get it. If Jake can make this 2, curious to see how he plans on making position for the 4. I wonder if the 7 ball is an option here for the 4 to go into the side pocket. Otherwise, he'll just have to try to get the cue ball in between the 7 and the 8. Does he get the leave? He doesn't get it. Jake Jackson grimacing at the leave he got, but it was close. Good attempt. And he's able to leave the cue ball stuck on the rail, but he's not able to shoot the 4 ball far up the table enough. Viet's going to have a shot here. Looks like he might even be able to make the 7 ball into the side pocket. Jake with a long straight shot on this 4 ball. Really no easy leave for the 6 as well, unless he wants to go into the 9 and make an early 9 again. 4 ball wobbles out of that far right corner. Viet with a pretty good chance here. He could go for a 6-9 combo if he draws this cue ball back well enough. Viet leaves the cue ball a little bit awkward. Let's see if he actually tries to get the 9 in play or just play the cue ball behind the 9 possibly. It's an option. He's going to play safe, but the 6 ball doesn't go back towards the center far enough. Jake's going to have a cut. Jake stuns the cue ball too far towards the center of the table. He's going to leave himself with a really thin cut on the 8, but it's still makeable. He doesn't go for it, though. He goes for the smarter play of just creating some distance between the 8 ball and the cue ball. Let's see if Viet can do something here. Not easy, whether it's a safe or going for the cut. Either way, very risky position here. But he does a good job, really nice job of keeping it tough for Jake. Jake Jackson with a really good answer for Viet's play. Let's see who's going to win this safety battle here. And it looks like Jake is going to be able to get on the 8. Ooh. Viet leaves Jake on the rail. This is still not an easy shot. Easy to mishit this cue ball when you can see so little of it. But not for Jake Jackson. And Jake looking like he's going to be able to make it 7-2. Good shooting by Jake Jackson. Score is now 7-2 in a race to 9 in 9-ball pool. Really nice pop by Jake, and look at the position he gets on the 2-ball as well. That was not an easy cut on the 1 into the corner pocket. Jake's eyeing this 5-ball, see if he can shoot it into the right corner. Did he get back too far? Doesn't look like he got back too far, but he was cutting it close. Jake was nervously tapping the chalk on the table for that shot. Side pocket. Misses it. Well done. He leaves himself an angle on the 7. We've got 2 players in the way of Jake behind him, but he remains unaffected. And Jake able to make it 8-2. Jake's on the hill. What a performance tonight by Jake. Shooting really quick too. Really taking no time at all between his shots. Really nice, safe play by Viet. Jake's going to use a little bit of left spin to shoot in between that 5-9 to make contact on the 1. Let's see if Viet can play another save here. Not quite as good this time. Wonder if Viet can shoot in between the 5 and the 6 here, directly onto the 1. Looks like he is. Really nice result for Viet right there. Cue ball sitting behind the 9. Earns Viet a ball in hand over Jake Jackson. Viet nicely slow rolls the 2 into the side pocket to hold position for the 3. Seems like he has a good angle just to shoot a stun shot on this 3 and should be able to get on the 4. Or does he have slightly the wrong angle and the cue ball is going to travel right a little? Tough to say. And Viet is going to hop the cue ball off the table. Jake Jackson with ball in hand. Curious to see what Jake's plan is for the 5. He somehow manages to get pretty good on the 4. Probably not how he imagined it. The 4 ball rolls just past the side pocket. Viet's not going to be able to shoot the 4 into the side. The 7 is in the way of the 4 as well into the far left corner. And Viet tries to play safe behind the 7. The 4 slightly bumps into the 7 along the way, and Jake's going to have a shot here. He's taking a look at where he wants to be for this 5 ball. This is a difficult position. It's easy to get stuck behind the 8 or the 9 here. Let's see what he can do. He doesn't quite get there. But look at this leave. Nicely done. Viet can see the 5 no problem, but good job. Definitely making it inconvenient. Good shot by Viet. Nothing obvious here for Jake. Unless he's going to go for the 7 into the side. Jake somehow manages to not leave Viet a shot once again. Is he going to go for the bank here? It looks like the 7's in the way of the correct angle for Jake here. Good answer by Viet. Really nice cut by Viet, but where's this cue ball going? Almost sits behind the 9. If Viet can make this 6 ball into the far left corner, he'll have natural position on the 7, which he should be able to make position on the 8 and run out. This is the shot to make here for Viet. Can he do it? Viet leaves Jake with a tough shot on the 6. We've got quite the audience here over here at Billiard Breakdown watching this match as well. A good 20 people, maybe 25, surrounding the table here. Nice leave by Jake. Another good shot by Viet. This is turning out to be quite the safety game here. Jake with a long shot on the rail for the 6 with questionable position on the 7 if he even makes the 6. Ooh, Jake double kisses the cue ball on the way back up. Still, not the easiest shot, especially to make position on the 7-4 here. Well done. Viet overcuts the 7. That's what happens when you try to stun the object ball. Tends to throw, in this case, throw the object ball to the right, which results in the miss. Can Jake finish this out? He's got a pretty natural angle on the 8 just to roll this cue ball down for a shot on the 9. He misses it. Viet back at the table with a 3 or 4 rail setup on the 9. That 8 ball shot, really the first makeable shot that Jake has missed this entire set. Look at this position by Viet. A little further would have been better, but this is very good. And he sinks the 9. The score is now 8-3. Jake Jackson still with a substantial lead over Viet. Corey P in the live chat predicted a 9-3 match. Let's see if you get it, Corey. Let's see if this thin cut is something Viet's going to go for, or if he's just going to leave the cue ball behind the 9. Seems like behind the 9 is the safest bet here. Not too sure if he was actually trying to get the cue ball behind the 9, but he doesn't quite get there. Really nice shot by Jake. Doesn't have much on the 1. I guess the 1-7 into the far right corner is actually possible, but he doesn't go for it. Viet eyeing a direct shot onto the 1 here. Nearly scratches, but avoids it. Jake misses the cut on the 1. Really nice shot. Little straight on the 3. Would have preferred more of an angle so he could work his way back towards the 4, but he's going to have to draw this cue ball straight back. Viet misses the straight shot on the 4. Jake with another opportunity here. Eric Downer in the live chat asks, are the standings listed online for the public? If you scroll in this video to the beginning of the stream, you'll see the current standings. The current top player, the champion player for Rochester, New York, is Ron Costanzo. Jake unable to make a relatively easy cut on the 7. Viet with another chance here. Eric Downer in the live chat says, thanks, Mr. Lin. No problem, Mr. Downer. Viet with a good chance of running this rack out to make it 4-8. Can he do it? He doesn't have to worry about the cue ball position much here. The cue ball can land almost anywhere on the table, and he'll have a shot on the 9. He just needs to worry about putting this 8. He isn't able to do so. Jake Jackson with a straight shot on the 8. He should be able to finish this match out. Ted Beach in the live chat says, sorry I'm late. What did I miss about the overhead camera? I just mentioned to Bob Hendrix that I've ordered all the equipment for the overhead camera, and it'll be set up probably within about 2 weeks. Jake Jackson on the 9 ball, on the hill as well. Can he finish it out? Yes, he can. The final score is 9-3. Corey Payne with the correct mid-game prediction of the final score. For anyone just tuning in, thanks for watching Billiard Breakdown. This was number 13, Viet Nguyen, in the top 15 players list, accepting a challenge from number 15, Jake Jackson. Jake Jackson is able to defeat Viet Nguyen 9-3 in a very impressive showing. This was a race to 9 and 9 ball pool. Hope you guys enjoyed the match. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.